a figure of pure nightmare, leaping over walls, breathing fire. Tonight we delve into the chilling legend of Spring-Heeled Jack, a creature or man who terrorized Victorian England. His reign of terror left a trail of panic and unanswered questions, baffling authorities and fueling the darkest fears of an entire era. What was his true identity, and how did he perform such impossible feats? The first reported incident occurred in October 1837 when a maid named Mary Stevens was walking home through Clapham Common. A mysterious figure suddenly jumped out at her from a dark alley, pinning her to the ground. He kissed her face, tearing her clothes, before she managed to scream and escape. Days later, another young woman, Jane Alsop, answered her door to a man claiming to be a police officer. He stated they had caught Spring-Heeled Jack and needed a light. As she brought a candle, the man revealed himself, described as having glowing red eyes and breathing blue flames. He tore at her dress with metallic claws, injuring her arm and neck. Jane's screams eventually drove him away, but the terror he inflicted was profound. These early attacks established a terrifying pattern of surprise and inexplicable agility. The descriptions of Spring-Heeled Jack varied, but consistent elements emerged. Witnesses spoke of his tall, thin build, often wearing a dark cloak and having a helmet or tight-fitting clothing. His most striking features were his glowing eyes and the ability to exhale blue fire. His namesake came from his astonishing leaping abilities. He was said to clear high walls and fences with effortless bounds, almost as if he were flying. These feats defied normal human capabilities, leading to supernatural speculation. The panic intensified, spreading beyond London to other parts of England. Reports of similar encounters surfaced, each adding to the terrifying mythology of this elusive attacker. Was it one individual or a copycat phenomenon? On February 19, 1838, the Lord Mayor of London, Sir John Cowan, publicly acknowledged the existence of Spring-Heeled Jack. He revealed receiving an anonymous letter detailing the terror and urging police action. This official recognition cemented the creature in public consciousness. The letter, reportedly from a resident of Peckham, described Spring-Heeled Jack as appearing in various disguises, but always with a terrifying, unearthly aspect. It mentioned several ladies' experiences, too distressing to be reported publicly. One of the most dramatic encounters involved a young woman named Lucy Scales near Limehouse. She and her sister were confronted by a figure who breathed blue flame into Lucy's face. The attack left her convulsing on the ground for several hours. The sheer audacity of these attacks, often in public or near homes, bewildered the police. Despite numerous witness accounts and the growing public outcry, Spring-Heeled Jack seemed to vanish into thin air after each incident. No arrests were ever made. The military also became involved after 2 sentries at Woolwich Barracks reported attacks. In one instance, a sentry named Private William Milbank was assaulted by a figure who slapped his face and fled with incredible speed. Another sentry, on duty at the arsenal, reported seeing a strange figure leaping over the rooftops. When he fired his musket, the figure merely laughed and disappeared. This implied a resilience beyond human limits. The mid-19th century was a time of rapid social change and technological advancement, but also deep-seated anxieties. The rise of industrialization, overcrowding, and social unrest provided fertile ground for urban legends. Was Spring-Heeled Jack a symptom of these anxieties? One popular theory suggested Spring-Heeled Jack was an aristocratic prankster, perhaps even a nobleman, indulging in a cruel and elaborate game. The wealth and connections of the upper class could have provided the means for such a sustained deception. Lord Henry Beresford, the Marquis of Waterford, was a common suspect. Known for his wild behavior, drunken antics, and destructive pranks, he certainly had the motive for mischief. However, concrete evidence linking him to the attacks remained elusive. Another theory posited Spring-Heeled Jack as an inventor or engineer, utilizing some form of early spring-loaded mechanism for his incredible leaps. This would explain his superhuman agility and ability to evade capture. The blue flame he exhaled could have been a chemical device, perhaps a simple phosphorus-based compound ignited on demand. Such technology, though crude, was within the realm of possibility for a skilled individual in that era. The glowing red eyes might have been less supernatural and more theatrical. Perhaps they were simple red-tinted goggles or contact lenses, designed to enhance the terrifying effect and mask his true identity in the dark. But what about the metallic claws? Were they an integral part of his costume, used for tearing and intimidation, or merely a misinterpretation by terrified victims? The varying descriptions make it difficult to be certain. The absence of any concrete evidence, coupled with the dramatic, almost theatrical theatrical nature of the attacks led some to believe it was a mass hysteria. The initial reports, fueled by newspapers, could have inspired copycats or simply exaggerated fears. Yet the consistency of some details across different accounts, such as the glowing eyes and the extraordinary leaps, suggests more than just collective imagination. There seemed to be a tangible, terrifying presence at work. Reports of Spring-Heeled Jack continued sporadically for decades, from the 1830s well into the early 20th century. His last alleged appearance was in Liverpool in 1904, where he was reportedly seen leaping across rooftops. This prolonged period of activity makes the single aristocratic prankster theory less plausible. It's highly unlikely one individual could maintain such a persona for over 60 years. Was it a family legacy or a mantle passed down? My own theory leans towards a combination of factors. Initially, it was likely one or more individuals, possibly an aristocratic group, engaging in a cruel and elaborate prank. Their wealth allowed for the creation of primitive devices and costumes. The initial attacks, particularly the sexual assault on Mary Stevens, were genuinely malicious and not merely pranks. This suggests a darker motive, perhaps a thrill-seeking perversion masked by the supernatural facade. The springs in his boots could have been a simple yet effective mechanism, allowing for impressive but not impossible jumps, especially when combined with athletic prowess and knowledge of the urban landscape. The fire-breathing and glowing eyes were likely theatrical elements designed to induce maximum terror and confusion, hindering clear identification. These were tools of deception, not supernatural abilities. As the legend grew, so did the number of copycats. The widespread newspaper coverage and public fascination would undoubtedly inspire others to emulate the leaping devil, adding to the confusion and extending his perceived reign. The lack of consistent physical descriptions across all incidents supports this. While core elements remain, the finer details often shifted, indicating different individuals adopting the persona and modifying the costume. Spring-Heeled Jack became an urban myth, a boogeyman for Victorian children and a symbol of the unknown dangers lurking in the rapidly expanding cities. His story tapped into primal fears of invasion and the uncanny. The authorities were genuinely perplexed, their methods ill-equipped to handle such a phenomenon. Without modern forensic techniques, identifying and apprehending a phantom attacker who vanished without a trace was nearly impossible. The enduring mystery of Spring-Heeled Jack highlights the power of fear and narrative. Even without a clear identity, the legend persisted, passed down through generations, captivating and terrifying in equal measure. He remains one of history's most fascinating unsolved cases, a testament to how human ingenuity, combined with a flair for the dramatic, can create an enduring legend that blurs the lines between man and monster. What if he was never just one person, but a collective fear given form? A manifestation of Victorian anxieties about crime, class, and the encroaching darkness of an industrializing world. The attacks were real, the fear was palpable, but the perpetrator's true nature remained shrouded in mystery. Perhaps the greatest trick Spring-Heeled Jack ever played was convincing an entire nation he was more than human. His legend continues to inspire stories, comics, and films, a testament to the power of an unresolved mystery. The leaping devil left an indelible mark on the collective imagination, a chilling reminder of the unknown. What do you believe was the true nature of Spring-Heeled Jack? Was he a single individual, a group of pranksters, or something more sinister? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Backhand index pointing down. If you dare to delve deeper into the unexplained, make sure to subscribe to Mind Unlocked for more long-form documentaries uncovering the world's most baffling mysteries.